What's up, the squad? Back with another video. I seen that time was going down. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it right here. I say this. First of all, before we get in this video, I gotta say this first. I had somebody ask me if I would ever consider changing my name. I would not. Recklezz has always been my name. Family members have called me that. You know, friends, supporters, fans, whatever you call it, has been calling me that for a while. It's one of those things of I won't change, you know, for nobody. You know, you know, I'm not even trying to be mean with it. You know, it is one of those things. I got the name when it came. I was in the car community, obviously. You know, obviously, some of y'all know my real name, some of y'all don't. My nickname is Rico, so they'll always call me, you know, Rico Recklezz, or you know, and they would have it. You know, I've been in the car community for a while. I done had really mostly American muscle cars. So I truly, you know, always had that name. So that's why, like I said, I probably won't change it. I've already changed it from LifeWithRecklezz to just plain Recklezz. So yeah, I had to put that out there. You know, if you don't like it, I mean, I'm not forcing nobody to watch anything, you know, I put out or anything like that. But one thing about it is that I'm going to let y'all know the truth. That's the main thing within me. One thing though, pause. One thing that I have to say, I didn't know, and I'm pretty sure if I'm not mistaken, this is the only time The View has spoken on this Carmelo Anthony case. What I don't like about this though is that they keep more so of using his name like he's the victim about it. His name is clearly in the title within it, and I'm not about to sit here and be no hypocrite. There's times, you know, that I have Carmelo's name in there, but I also take that time out to, you know, acknowledge when it comes down to Hostin Metcalf and his parents, and even putting them, you know, not only his parents but Hostin Metcalf, you know, in my titles, because I feel like it's important. Having a view though, like I said, I think this is the first time ever that they've put out a video of this whole case. And it's been since what, last year, April, I believe. So I don't know. It's definitely wild that they have something to say now. Let's check it out.
Now there's new footage that has been released of the moments after high schooler Carmelo Anthony fatally stabbed Hostin Metcalf at a Texas track meet in April of 2025. Take a look.
You're not alleged, I did.
Okay. He put his hands on me. I told him not to. He put his hands on me.
He was sentenced.
Y'all see how, I'm not even gonna lie, y'all see how dramatic they truly are? That they sit there and they play the clip of him crying? Instead of playing the whole clip of the footage of him doing what he did, running all the way across and talking fine, they played a clip of him crying like the police did something to him. This where it goes to show you that it's nothing but BS going around. I'm telling y'all, it's truly sickening.
Sentenced to 35 years in prison, which he's appealing. The case has a lot of people divided. Some people believe that race was a factor in the trial because there were no black jurors. They were all the three black jurors that were there were educators, and they were released.
They were struck.
They were struck for that. And some folks think, no, he got a fair trial. But
see how they don't tell the whole truth with that. They were released. We all know the reason why they were released. You had jurors saying, I don't want to see another black brother going to jail. You had individuals say he looks like a baby. Like, come on, y'all. Like, y'all gotta. It's one thing of that's what they do. They half-ass it. That's what it's called. It's half-ass. You tell the truth. You barely tell the truth, but you also don't tell everything else that's within it, on top of the lies that they already telling.
It's a jury of his peers.
I don't think so. And you know, this has been an issue for such a long time in the judicial system, where prosecutors use what are called, you know, Batson challenges, and they
explain what that is.
It's a challenge that is used to strike a juror, generally a juror of color, for a race-neutral reason.
Right.
Because you're not supposed to. You're supposed to have a jury of your peers, and you're not supposed to just strike someone because they're black. And in this case, they gave the reasoning that they're educators, and this happened. These were high school students, and this happened at a school track meet, so they couldn't be impartial because of that. I don't think that's an appropriate
They might
reason.
be the best ones too.
Yeah, I don't think it's an appropriate reason to strike black jurors, especially when it's a young black teenager on trial, and especially when that particular area is made up of 10% of an African American community. So I don't think he got a jury of his
There we
peers.
go
So I
with the
think on
percentage
appeal there
of
is
the percentage of who lives in a community, who doesn't live in a community. Like, y'all gotta chill up. I feel like it's simple, it's easy, regardless on whoever is on the jury. If you find whoever, and they making it seem like it was just all white folks on the jury. It wasn't at all. It wasn't at all. They love to make things complicated. They love to what's the word I'm looking for? They love to start things, to get things fired up. That's what they love to do. And this is not. And I told y'all from the get-go. A lot of people look at this case, it's open and closed case. That's how I look at it. I look at it as simple fact, he did something bad, now he got to face the consequences. Me personally, they sit here tripping over 35 years. A lot of people want him to have more. I thought he was going to get more, to be honest with you. And they tripping over 35 years. Not to mention, 35 years is a long time. It is a very long time. But they have to look at the simple fact, look what he did. I mean, honestly, like, look what he did. This has nothing to do with race. They obviously are going to make it like that. This is nothing that's surprising, especially with Sonny. My thing is, you have people like Sonny Hostin. You have people like Jasmine Crockett. They do nothing but get online and stir things up. They don't do anything for the family. They haven't done anything for Carmelo. They act like they care. Thus they do. They act like they care. Not only do they act like they care, Carmelo Anthony supporters act like they care. They truly don't care. The View is doing this because things are getting quiet. That's why. That's why they're doing it. When this first started, y'all heard what Charleston White said. Charleston White said that something happened with, it was somebody in Chicago, some father and his child in Chicago that passed away due to gun violence. And he said something about that and the Carmelo Anthony case. He said at first it didn't catch black folks' attention, but then it did after a while. Everybody start pulling, the race issue, donating this, that, and the other. And then after that, guess what? People forgot about it. People literally forgot about it. Everything. Nobody was talking about it. Nobody was giving any updates. Nobody was saying, oh, we there for you, Carmelo. Let's go get in the streets and do this and do that. Nobody did that until the trial came. Soon as the trial came and, I got on here and I start talking, you had Sarah Fields, putting out, different things. Reverend, I forgot his name. Y'all gonna be Jordan Wells. I done seen Rick put out something. Y'all know, okay, Rick is my dude. What is it? TJ. You got TJ that put out something. Y'all know TJ is cheese. He put out something. Officer Tatum put out something. The Quartering put out something. When they start seeing so many people, Benny Johnson, seeing all these people put out stuff, then it started going up again. And then guess what happened? After things got released and the video got released and people started making sense, they seen it wasn't truly about color. They seen other black folks saying this is something that's not right. Y'all know what happened? Things start quieting down again. And then guess what? The View is just now talking about it. Mind you, this happened, again, last April, I believe. They have not spoken about it one time. This is something that they love to do to get things fired up.
Legitimate thing. A legitimate reason. I also think we have to look at self-defense here because there seems to be two systems of justice at play in this country. And there have been for a very long time. I was part of the system, so I understand that, and I believe that to be true.
Self-defense?
In this case, this young man, you heard him say he put his hands on me, and I told him not to. This, the kid that died, and I have so much empathy for him.
No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. looking like an orange. No, you don't. You literally don't. They don't want to talk about President Trump, but look at you, Sonny. I mean, honestly, look at you. Let me chew. Orange is just pissing me off. It looked like my microphone. It's getting close to it. It's truly getting close to it. She just need one more color shade, and she'll match right with my microphone. This is bothering me, bro. I don't know what it is. It's truly bothering me. The color of her, everything, like this whole suit. I feel like it's making me mad. I don't know what it is. It's just making me mad. Stuff that she's saying and the color of her clothes is, I don't know. It's throwing me all the way off. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. How is she saying that she feels this way about Austin Metcalf and his family, and you literally just said we got to look at self-defense? He said he put his hands, so that gives you every right to. So you saying what people, when it comes down to this is the question I gotta ask. It's gonna be a long. Ooh, I know I got a lot to talk about, and I got another video dropping too. Man, y'all please explain to me. I just need y'all help. Please explain to me. Please. Y'all think that it's okay? So you mean to tell me that that any kids that's going to you go to a high school basketball game, high school football game, a track meet, you go to the mall, you go anywhere, you know, and they got a knife, they got you know, and watch what I say. Just because somebody shoves you and tell you that you need to go or you need to turn around this way, that just gives you every right to do that. Another kid to another kid. And I can't really say them all because this was kind of, I'm trying to keep it different, but I'm also trying to keep it the same with it being at a sports event. You know, being on school grounds. So I guess I'm going to throw that out there. I say like basketball game, a football game, soccer, tennis, you know, something like that on school grounds. You mean to tell me that if that was Sonny's kid, I keep on telling people this. If this was your kid, Austin Metcalf was your kid, would you still feel the same way about Carmelo Anthony, a kid like Carmelo Anthony? I feel like that's like the $1 million, like, would you actually, so all the people that's sitting there and they in my comments, they talking crazy, I want you, don't sit there and try to do a whole runaround. I want y'all to actually feel. Just think of y'all saying that Austin was a bully. Just think of your kid and you saying that your kid was a bully about it, or that people are saying that your kid was a bully and they done lost their life. You would still be riding with Carmelo and what he got going. Like, people have to put themselves in other people's shoes sometimes. They truly do, because it doesn't make sense that people are still saying that this is more so of self-defense. Now, I could see if Carmelo uses hands. I could honestly see that. When it comes down, it'd be more of a different argument. He used a knife. Not only did he use the knife, he had his hand in his bag, or he had it. He knew the knife was there. Touch me again. Come on, bro.
His family's loss. That kid was 200 pounds. This kid was 130 pounds. And so, and the other kid was.
Why does size matter?
Also taller than he is. He was the only black kid under the tent, and he
was not the only black kid under the tent. He was not the only black kid under the tent. I'm not going with that. Y'all know I'm going to tell the truth. And I'm not about to sit here and lie. He was not the only black kid up under that tent. Matter of fact, I'm pretty sure it was black kids that were witnesses that seen what happened. And they got on the stand. But seeing how Sonny always want to run her damn mouth talking about, I'm a lawyer and I went to law school and I did this and did that. You obviously didn't pay attention. Because it wasn't just all white kids up under that tent.
The victim here had his twin brother with him, who was also a very large person. If you don't fear for your life, if you weigh 130 pounds, I weigh 130 pounds. Facing somebody that's 200 pounds, I would be terrified of that. So I don't understand why self-defense.
Exactly, you would be terrified. And you know, 9 times out of 10, if People, if I got 15 people telling me, or I got 15, I'm getting told 15 times from different people that I need to leave, and I see two bigger guys literally telling me I need to leave, I know what I'm going to do. I sure as hell ain't going to pull out no knife. I'm going to sit there, I'm going to get up and gather my belongings, I'm going to leave out. Matter of fact, I'm going to be real with y'all, and I'm not even trying to be funny with it. Y'all seen how Carmelo ran across the stands? That's exactly how I be. I had bad anxiety, bro. I got bad anxiety. I don't even like being... So seeing them and seeing, people that's big... If I was Carmelo, seeing people that's bigger than me and then having everybody, I would feel like, you know what? Everybody against me. Everybody like I need to go. Like I feel uncomfortable. I feel like I need to leave. But Carmelo knew what he did at the end of the day. That's all it is. He knew what he did at the end of the day. But you have Sonny sitting here and making up a whole bunch of BS. And that ain't right.
Was rejected by this jury.
I agree with a lot of what you're saying, especially the jury representation. That's what stood out to me. And we know there's plenty of evidence that there's sentencing disparity with people of color. The one thing to me, though, is what is the fair sentence when you take a life? And this is what I'm struggling with, because this is a tragedy across the board. A 17-year-old is dead. A 17-year-old's going to likely spend 35 years in jail. He could appeal at 17. What would you? I'd be curious what you think, because I wrestle with it. If it was, God forbid, anyone in my life, I would think 30 years seems about right. If they said life, I'd say that's too long for a 17-year-old. He could be rehabilitated.
Look, I think
I ain't about to fight with it. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. I ain't about to fight with it. I feel like there's been so many cases and stuff like I ain't about to fight with it, bro. Like me personally, I'm not about to do that and be like, oh yeah, like I don't think we should give him life, and I thought he honestly was about to get 40 to 50 years. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. Like I thought he was gonna get longer. Like I was obviously like, dang, like he got 35 years, but I thought about it, and I don't know. I just thought he would get more.
I think 35 years, if there is no self-defense claim, which is an absolute claim to this crime, absolute defense, I think that would be appropriate. But if you look at other cases, there was the other case where there was a young black kid who was chased by Rick Chow, a store owner, accused of taking water bottles, which he didn't take the 4 water bottles. He chased that young boy.
Y'all know one thing that I can't stand that people constantly do is they try to compare these cases like they the same. This is not the same, bro. It's honestly not the same at all. I'm not going with that. It's not the same.
130 yards, which is half of a football field, and shot him in the back, claiming self-defense. And you know where he is right now? He's at home with his family because he was found not guilty.
Yeah, and there's a lot of cases like that.
If that is self-defense, I don't understand why this isn't. But when the system fails
one time, I don't think we should then say, so then the system should fail.
But they're very similar self-defense claims.
Sonny, I had a question because I was wondering why the self-defense claim didn't work, and I had read that it said you have to use the same amount of force that was brought against you. So if someone pushes you and you push them back, that's self-defense?
That's not the standard, because it's not only use, but attempted use.
Well, no, that's what I'm asking.
So if you felt your life was in danger and you felt he was going to do more than just push you, and you weigh 130 pounds and you're outweighed by 70 pounds,
so you can use.
You know what? When I looked at this case, though, which to
you can't do that. That's why he got 35 years. You can't do that. Does she not know this on Schoolgirl? Like, you can't do that. Am I tripping? This just goes to show you that law school shit don't mean nothing, bro. Like I'm telling y'all, like this really, like common sense. I'm telling y'all, bro. Like you down there can't even fix stupid. Like I ain't even gonna lie.
To me, it's like, just sad every which way. Right? There's two families that are destroyed. There's Hostin Metcalf lost his life. Carmelo Anthony's going to spend at least 17 years in jail. So this is just tragic. But my question is, how did this get to this point, and where the hell were the adults?
Yeah.
These were two 17-year-olds.
Yeah.
I mean,
what I understand is,
I feel like they blaming every single thing and making Carmelo out to be the victim, talking about now where are the adults. Let me explain something to y'all. When it comes down to stuff like this, if it's anybody to blame, it's Carmelo. Carmelo was somewhere he wasn't supposed to be at the end of the day. I don't care what anybody say. He was somewhere he wasn't supposed to be. I don't even think he was supposed to be at the track meet. I don't even think he was in the track meet to begin with. So I'm very much so confused on a lot. You know, I'm truly confused on a lot to what they saying. And it's sad that they even going to, you know, where are the parents? Okay, why are y'all not asking? Y'all asking all like the questions that truly don't make sense. Why are y'all not asking, why didn't Carmelo parents teach him not to do what he did? Why are y'all not asking, like, y'all, they sit here asking, man.
I understand is, you know, it is normal for runners to, you know, go under tents.
My kids were runners. You always do that.
And so
no, you don't. You fool. See, I've told y'all I'm trying to get better. I almost cussed, and I've been cussing a little bit, and I almost said something. You do not. That is something that you do not do. You do not go up. You go under your school tent. I don't know what Sonny thinks this is. This is not a regular tent. I like, how does she saying that she went to law school and she did this? She ain't even look at the facts. She's one person that I have the facts. I have my cards right here. I have the facts. No, you don't. Look at her. I'm telling y'all, this orange. I gotta play this video. This orange is making me mad, bro.
There was some conversation that he was told to leave, and
It's not that I hate the color orange. It's just she wearing it. Now I look at orange different.
That he was told to leave, and he was saying,
well, he had been invited under the tent by a friend.
Yes.
He had been invited. One last thing.
Y'all want to know what's crazy about this whole thing? If I'm not mistaken, and I could be wrong, but his friend wasn't white. Sonny just stated and said he was the only black kid. His friend was, I'm pretty sure, black. His friend were biracial or something like that. I'm telling y'all, bro, like, this show is
I know we're playing the music, but Metcalf, Austin Metcalf's the victim, the deceased. His father went on a podcast, and listen to it for yourself, but he called Carmelo Anthony a racial slur, and he also said that the reason that black people weren't on the jury is because black people are unable to hold bias from the trial because they don't know their own fathers, have a bunch of baby mamas running around living off of government assistance. So that is the thing. That's the thinking of the victim's father.
Yeah. Well, let's not say that was the victim's
I'm not saying
thinking
it was the
as well.
Of the victim,
good,
but of the victim's father.
And we'll let you sit with that.
That honestly just goes to show y'all right there. No. First of all, I'm not about to sit here and say, and mind you, I don't care what nobody say when it comes down to it. Regardless of what Austin Metcalf's dad said, regardless of what Austin Metcalf's mom said, his brother, his cousin, his friends, Carmelo Anthony parents, Carmelo Anthony's uncle, his little sister, his little brothers, anybody said, at the end of the day, some two parents lost a child, and two parents still have their child. So everything that y'all talking about, it's an open and closed case. Carmelo Anthony did something horrible, and now he has to face the consequences. I don't know how many times I'm going to say this, but that's it and that's all. I don't know why Sonny is sitting here and trying to reach for more and more erase, and trying to get everybody fired up. But it's honestly getting on my nerves. And she's definitely a very sick individual. Y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think down below. Definitely appreciate y'all. Stay tuned for the next video. I'm telling y'all already know my second video is always be dropping straight bangers. You already know. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe. I definitely appreciate y'all. Much love, everybody. Catch y'all next one.